Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Arkham. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. And I quickly want to give a shout out to our Twitter page. We're finally back on Twitter, or X once again. And feel free to follow me. The link is down below in the description. We're doing some short to mid-term trades. We're posting TA. We're reposting or retweeting some very interesting videos and posts, some on-chain data analytics, low caps. So if you want to stay up to date with our Twitter, feel free to do that. The link is down below in the description. Just yesterday, we dropped this TA on Arkham, and this is a chart that we're going to take a look at right now on the daily, but you could have seen this a day before, right? Sometimes these things can be very time sensitive, and that's all I'm going to say on this topic. Switching over to Arkham. Bitcoin is, by the way, breaking 79, almost getting to $80,000. This is crazy. So let's take a look at Arkham on the daily. I'm very bullish on this project with their announcement of the perpetual DEX. I think this has the potential to get to an $8 to $10 billion market cap. Of course, I could be wrong. Of course, something can happen that may prevent Arkham from getting to a $10 billion market cap, but from the looks of things, this is only getting more bullish. And I am going to be switching up my exit strategy just slightly for Arkham, and our exit strategies can be seen on the Patreon that's linked down below in the description. So, by the way, this is the wrong chart. We want to take a look at this one. So that's the daily chart. So here on the daily, we broke above the major resistance trend line that you can see over here. That's the yellow dotted trend line, and we could be coming back down to retest it as support. There's no telling, but I don't think we're going to be dropping down that low, to be honest, because the trend is mega bullish. I think we can be coming back down to the bottom of this channel up pattern. So every time we reach the top of the pattern, we have some sort of a rejection, which is pointed out on this chart. You can see all the yellow circles are highlighting the points of contact with either the support or the resistance of the channel. And just over here, just a few days ago, we almost got to the resistance of the channel up pattern, but there's still some time. We could potentially move up just a little bit, get rejected once again, and then we can pull back down to the support. That would take us to around 2 days, or sorry, around $2, not 2 days. So $2 would be your support. Then below that, you have $1.83. That is your previous local top. And if we go back in history, you can see this is the top from October, and we got rejected from there. And then we bounce back from this green block that we also gave you way in advance. You bounce back from that, and right now you're above the yellow and the white trend line. So in case of a correction, like I said, you have 3 areas to take a look at: the bottom of the channel up pattern, the white trend line, which is the previous local top, and of course you've got the yellow trend line. All of these are going to be really important levels for us to back test if we're going to be correcting, which of course could not happen, or maybe we're not going to be going down for the foreseeable future because the markets are turning so bullish. Another thing we can take a look at is this potential bullish pennant here. So you can see that the daily chart has a bullish pattern, and we can measure the breakout, the potential breakout from here. If we start breaking out from that little triangle there, we're going to be looking at potentially $3.28. And again, a breakout from this channel up pattern is going to invalidate the whole pattern. We're not going to be looking for a breakdown from this pattern. So we have to break above the resistance, and we're going to be bullish. Now this area here, this target from this bullish pennant, is going to be taking us all the way up to this level over here. So that is the top from March 2024. And that is going to be another important level for us to retest. If you're looking for a short-term trade, that could be the ideal scenario for you. And that's a 45% move to the upside. Now, once we break above the channel up pattern, what I want to see is a move back to the top of the channel. So we want to be retesting that as support, moving along nicely, and then potentially breaking out once again above that $3 target. So again, just to quickly recap, we can break out of this bullish pennant, hit that resistance, which is the previous top from March 2024. We can come back down, create this sort of symmetrical triangle between the resistance and the upward trend line of the channel up pattern. From there, we could have another breakout, and that could potentially take us way past $4. And that's going to be uncharted territories for Arkham, as the March 2024 top is at $4. That's our current all-time high. So that's the breakdown for the daily chart. Let's take a look at the RSI. We're in the overbought, but this is nothing to be worried about. On the daily, we could still have a significant move to the upside before seeing a retracement. If you're looking to start building your long-term position, I would say at the moment, I would wait before doing that. If you really want to get in, you're really super eager, then sure, you can start building your position over here, but definitely don't go all in. I would say probably put in 15% of your allocated money for Arkham. And then if we move to the upside, just wait until we have a retracement. Don't be buying these green candles. You don't want to be buying these local tops. And this is the time where people are going to be making that mistake. They're going to be buying these local tops. Look at this correction that we had since March. We dumped 81%. You could have been buying over here. You could have been buying these support areas. We gave you this block back in September and August. So you could have been buying below $1, but you did not want to do that because the price was down. Now that we're sitting above $2, you want to be buying in. So you have to learn to buy these dips if you want to be profitable. We started getting in at 68 cents on Patreon. That was our first entry, and then I keep dollar cost averaging into Arkham because I'm really bullish on the project. Now I want to switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon. If you're interested in getting more exclusive content, you want to support me as a creator, and you like what you're seeing here on YouTube and you want more, feel free to check out the Patreon. That's definitely a place for you. There's a 7-day free trial, which means you can get access to all of my content since the inception of the page. So that means you get podcasts, low cap gems, technical analysis, project reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We try to do posts there on a daily basis. We cover airdrops and a lot of stuff that we don't really cover on YouTube because we don't have as much time. And of course, because patrons get more stuff and more content. And if you're interested in that, the link is down below in the description. Thank you all. Let's continue on with the video. Okay, on the weekly, we've got a Fibonacci retracement that I did change just a little bit. So initially it was set up this way, where we were touching the bodies of the candles, so the July bottom and the March top, but we only used the candles because I like to stay conservative with my targets. Now that I'm more bullish on Arkham, we can bring these down and we can use the wicks for this Fibonacci retracement. Some people say you just have to use the wicks, you don't use the bodies of the candles, but again, to stay conservative, I use the candles or the bodies of the candles. So with this wick, we're looking at $11.25 as our technical target for Arkham. Keep in mind, there is going to be token dilution. We're going to be sitting at 43% circulating supply in July. So July 2025, we're going to go up by a significant amount. Keep that in mind, guys. So if you're doing your market cap / price calculations at the moment, in around 6 months, they're going to be totally different numbers. So you're going to need more money flowing into the project in order to pump the price higher. And there could be more selling pressure coming from all of the token unlocks. So you have to keep that in mind when you're getting into Arkham. I would say don't overexpose yourself to Arkham or any project, and be ready to take profits. So $11.25 is looking like a great target from the current levels. That's a 403% move to the upside, so a 5x. And we also have the second fib level, which is sitting at $21. In my opinion, $20 would be the top for the cycle if we were to get up that high. Again, my exit strategy will be on Patreon for Arkham if you want to know where and how much of my tokens I'm going to be selling at each specific level. But you have to have your own strategy. You need to set up your sell limit orders in advance. You want to be ready to sell. You don't want to be switching up your sell orders as the price keeps going up unless there's a valid reason for that. But what I'm talking about is newbies getting into the markets and trying to sell, but they see the price is pumping. So what they end up doing is they keep moving up their sell order when the price is pumping, and then they move it up too high. Then you get the crash, and they're essentially selling at the bottom at a loss. So the important thing here is to take profits on the way up and not try to catch the top. Those who try to catch the top are going to be the losers in this cycle, and we don't want to be among the losers. Taking a look at the weekly RSI, you can see we're on a recovery phase here from the level of 40 on the index, and once we get up to that same area from March 2024 on the RSI, that's when you should start taking profits, or you should conclude taking profits depending on where your targets are. But if the RSI is, let's say, sitting at the index of 95 and you still have 100% of your tokens, you should probably do something. You should probably start selling, because this means it's very overbought. This means it's, sitting at an average level, and this is oversold. So you want to understand how to use these indicators, and you want to understand how to combine them with the price action chart and with the overall market sentiment. Because if the RSI is sitting up here, Bitcoin sitting at 150K, the price is sitting at $20, the Fed, stopped cutting interest rates and we're sitting at a pause, and some things are maybe looking less bullish. We're getting bad news from banks. We have a bank run there, bank run here. Those are all signs for you to start taking profits, and you want to get out of the markets as soon as possible. That's just what I would be doing, not financial advice. Again, all of my trades are going to be available on Patreon. On the weekly, we're holding the 20 EMA, so we're doing everything we need to be doing. Once we break above $4, we're going to be looking at $11.25 as our technical target. Radium almost got to that target, so congratulations to everyone who followed my video for the Radium token. Very bullish. I just recently took profits on my Radium as well. Stay safe, guys, and goodbye.